Aaron Douglas was the leading artist, visual artist of the Harlem Renaissance. He had come to Harlem with the notion that this was the place to blossom. This was the place to be revitalized. And so this is a part of what we see in his work, the revitalization of his own life experience. In the 1920s, African Americans reclaimed their own interest and commitment to the culture of the Americas, but that emphasis was on a return to Africa. African Americans did not see themselves as a part of the Godhead, and so he is painting these figures black to sensitize the people to see that they were also a part of God's gathering. Instead of looking at European modernism, Douglas went forth to study very carefully the great empires of Africa, of Songhai, of Mali, and he started incorporating that into his drawings, into his paintings. Douglas was always cognizant of the importance of Egypt in world history, but he wanted to connect that to the African continent. He saw Egypt as part and parcel of the African experience. The man by the name of James Weldon Johnson called upon Douglas to illustrate a book of sermons, and he called them God's trombones. These served as the source for a number of the paintings that Douglas did in the period. The theme, "Let My People Go," Egyptian in nature, but was based in what might be referred to as the Negro spiritual. He was doing something which was twofold. He was looking at biblical history, but he was also looking at the social plight that African Americans were under the rule of the Pharaoh, so to speak. Stylistically, he was able to express his own notion of modernism, simplifying the forms so even a child would understand what it was that he was portraying. The spear represents war. The waves show the water is always free. It does what it wants to do. The beam of light, enlightenment. In freedom, there is enlightenment. And once you let people go, they will be self-empowering. I would say this is a homecoming experience for Aaron Douglas in that he is here in the company of fellow artists who were looking at the American scene, recounting it, redefining it, even though they did not exhibit together, but they were creating at the same time. It is a celebration of his artistry, which says that this is really where he belongs.